With President Trump's travel ban on more than 24 European countries taking effect at midnight, global airlines and their employees are now facing the question of what happens next. The ban is going to affect nearly 7,500 flights and 2 million airlines, and the uncertainty of the pandemic may force carriers to eventually cut jobs through furloughs. But will this ban actually help contain the outbreak in the United States? Joining me now is the president of the Association of Flight Attendants, Sara Nelson. She's been a flight attendant for 24 years. Sara, good to see you. Thank you for being with us. We are obviously seeing the effects of the reduction in travel around the world. There are a number of airlines who are cutting their staff, furloughing their staff, laying their staff off. But in this particular case, it's not clear how much sense this travel ban makes because it's kind of a half a travel ban. If you're American or you're a permanent resident or your family, you can still travel. If you're non-American, you can't. And there's no such distinction with the virus.
Yeah, Ali, this is really a product of an injury to one is an injury to all. Labor understands this very well. But if one person is infected, if we're not looking out for that one person, then we're all at risk. And the approach that this administration has taken on this has actually put us further in harm's way. So we're experiencing the effects of that now as the virus is out in our communities. And this is not just about looking at the point of entry for where the virus is going to infect our communities. It's already there.
Sara, one of the things you said to Lawrence the other night, which I thought was interesting, is that you are in this business of being on planes with passengers who get very nervous about noises, bumps, turbulence, and you send a message. You are trained very specifically to send the message to passengers that you know what this is all about. It's all we're under control. It's very different than the messages we're getting from our federal government right now.
Clear information and leadership matters. People will follow that information and they will follow clear leadership. And that is what we need right now to eradicate this virus.
What is happening on your, in your union? Do you have instances of flight attendants who have tested positive for COVID-19?
So flight attendants address this as first responders, and we are probably more prepared than almost any other members of the public. And we are starting to get some test positives, but we have been at this for 2 months. So this has been an elongated time. If you give people good information and help them take steps to keep themselves healthy, you can actually help to contain the spread. And that is generally what has happened in our community. But now we are starting to get some test positives. It's just been at a lower rate than the rest of our community.
Sara, we hope everybody stays safe. Sara Nelson is the president of the Association of Flight Attendants, CWA.